How can you understand complex appropriation bills? Imagine trying to piece together a giant puzzle where each piece represents a part of the state budget. Appropriation bills are like those puzzle pieces, and understanding them helps you see the full picture of how public funds are spent. These bills are proposals that tell government agencies how much money they can use for the upcoming year. They cover everything from education and transportation to health services and public safety. To understand these bills, start with the big picture, the budget resolution. This sets the total amount of money available for the state to spend. Think of it as a pie, where each slice is a different department or program. The size of each slice is determined by allocations, which are divided into smaller parts for specific agencies or projects. For example, a state might allocate $50 million for education and $20 million for transportation. These allocations are often called 302A for the total spending limit and 302B for the specific limits for each subcommittee or department. Next, look at how these allocations are reviewed. Subcommittees or budget committees hold hearings where agency heads explain their funding needs. They might say they need $5 million for road repairs or $10 million for school supplies. Public stakeholders can also testify or submit requests during these hearings. This process helps shape the details of the appropriation bill. Once the bill is drafted, it specifies how much money each agency or program will get. Usually, there is a report attached that explains why certain amounts were chosen. This report guides agencies on how to use the funds but isn't legally binding. The bill then goes through the full legislative process, where lawmakers can suggest amendments or changes. Sometimes, the House and Senate might have different versions, so they work together to agree on a final bill. Appropriations can be for 1 year, multiple years, or come from revolving funds that refill themselves. Knowing the type helps you understand how long the money lasts and how flexible it is. For example, a 1-year appropriation might be used for a specific project, while a revolving fund can be used repeatedly for ongoing needs. Spending limits are important too. Laws or budget resolutions set caps on how much can be spent. If a bill tries to spend more than allowed, lawmakers can raise a point of order to stop or modify it. Some states have their own rules similar to federal spending caps. By breaking down these components and following the process step by step, you can better see how state policies and laws control the flow of public money. Tracking how funds are allocated, understanding the role of hearings, and reading committee reports all help clarify complex appropriations. Recognizing that some bills bundle multiple funding areas into one package can make analysis more challenging, but knowing these basics makes it easier to see the bigger picture. Understanding appropriations is like learning the rules of a game. Once you know them, you can see how the game is played and how public funds are managed for the good of the community.